Welcome to the Untold Story, who are Black people the first humans on Earth. Today, we are traveling back in time to uncover where all human life truly began, and this story might just change how you see our origins forever. So keep watching until the end to find out how. Most scientists agree that Africa is humanity's birthplace, the cradle of humankind. This isn't just an idea, it's backed by solid evidence from fossils and DNA research. In East Africa, scientists have found fossils of the very first humans that lived millions of years ago. Imagine, these fossils were right there in places like Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania, preserved in the earth for us to discover millions of years later. Let's look at some key discoveries that have rewritten human history. First, we have Lucy, a skeleton found in Ethiopia, about 3.2 million years old. She was part of the Australopithecus species, an early human ancestor who walked upright but looked a lot different from modern humans. Then, there's Homo habilis, also found in East Africa, around 2.4 million years old. Homo habilis was one of the first tool makers, showing the beginnings of human-like intelligence and creativity. But there's even more to the story. DNA studies have revealed that every single person alive today can trace their lineage back to Africa. By analyzing a special type of DNA passed down from mother to child, scientists traced us all back to a single African ancestor known as mitochondrial Eve, who lived around 200,000 years ago. This means, in a very real sense, we are all connected through a common African ancestry. About 70,000 years ago, humans began moving out of Africa in waves, eventually reaching Europe, Asia, Australia, and the Americas. Over time, the groups adapted to new environments, which led to different physical traits like skin color, hair texture, and body shapes. What we now see as racial differences are actually adaptations to the climates and conditions our ancestors lived in. So, at our core, every human being shares African roots. This knowledge transforms how we understand diversity. Rather than seeing ourselves as separate groups, it shows us that we are all connected by a shared origin. But here's a question: if Africa is where we all started, why don't we hear more about this incredible story in our everyday lives? For centuries, European and Asian histories were prioritized in education and media, often leaving African stories in the shadows. During colonial times, stories about Africa were often minimized or ignored, leaving gaps in the narrative of our human history. But today, researchers and historians are working to shine a light on Africa's role as humanity's birthplace and to give African history the credit it deserves. This history isn't just a fact from the past, it's part of who we all are. Knowing that Africa is where humanity began means celebrating Africa's role in our shared human journey, along with the resilience, creativity, and achievements of African people and cultures. So, what does this mean for us today? Learning about our shared African origins is a powerful reminder that, underneath our differences, we are connected by a common beginning, the story that started in Africa and includes all of us. Thank you for watching, and if you're excited to uncover more stories like this, stories that bring African heritage, history, and impact to the spotlight, make sure to subscribe to African History Made Easy. Here, we dig deep into African history to reveal the amazing legacy of Africa that shapes all of us. So join us, and let's keep exploring these incredible stories together.